Good day, everybody. My name is Hume. So everyone says start with your why. Since Simon Sinek introduced this idea over a decade ago, it has become the absolute gospel of modern business and leadership. We're told if we just find our purpose or why, then everything else will fall into place. But I'm here to tell you that starting with your why is a false premise. I'll tell you why. You cannot have a purpose until you know exactly who you are. Again, you cannot have a purpose without knowing exactly who you are. And look, purpose matters. I've spent over 20 years coaching leaders and teaching and studying communication. And I'll be the first to tell you that life without a purpose is like a ship without a sail. It is absolutely necessary. But after 2 decades in leadership environments, I've realized that starting with why is actually starting in the middle of the story. And here's a theory that Simon Sinek put out. Let's look at the theory for a second. So Simon Sinek's theory is built on a simple but beautiful idea, right? That the most inspiring leaders think from inside out. And I jive with that. I'm an inside out person, leading from within. He says they start with why, the core belief or the cause, and then they let everything else follow. In this model, the why is the origin then of all inspiration. It's the filter for every decision and the reason that people will choose to follow you or buy from you or, come into a relationship with you. But here's the gaping hole. Or it's an oversimplification, really. The reason starting with why is a false premise is that most people don't actually know their why. And because the pressure to have one is so high, they end up with a superficial reason, a purpose that isn't anchored in any kind of reality. I can't tell you how many leaders, when I say, what's your reason? What's your why? They just reel off something to me with not even a thought. They will just say something. If you start with your why without knowing who you are, believe me, you're guessing. You end up borrowing a purpose that sounds good. It fits into a particular, maybe your corporate mission, but it's like a house without a foundation. If you don't know who is behind the wheel, the destination doesn't matter. You aren't in control. You're just leasing a mission, somebody else's mission that they have defined for you. And to me, you're leading in their direction, not one anchored in who you are. So here's the foundation. Who you are is the source. This is the true foundation. This is your starting point. And I'm not talking about a label or a title. I'm talking about your human skills, your non-negotiable core values, your personality traits, the raw receipts of your lived experience, the mistakes that you've made, the lessons that you have learned, the character that you've built in the trenches of your life. While the why is your direction, who you are is the engine. It is what makes the why even possible. You cannot get to a sustainable purpose without first starting with you, the person, the currency of you. Your origin story, as Simon Sinek puts it, isn't a why that you found. It's the who that you've become. I'll close with this. Before you go searching for a purpose to give you value, you have to claim that from who you are. It is inbuilt in you. You have to just find that inside of you. Stop searching for a why to justify your existence. Start with the person who makes that purpose possible. When you lead with who you are, you aren't looking for a purpose to give you value. You're literally bringing your inherent value the currency of you to the purpose. This is where your real power begins.